Hey guys, what's going on? Steve Dispensa here for Tampa Real Estate Secrets. Today I want to talk to you real quick about the transaction or administration fee that we see tacked on to a lot of residential real estate listings. Now, a lot of times when agents are listing a house, they agree upon a commission rate with the seller, so we sometimes see 5%, 6% in commissions. However, if you take a look here, sometimes we see this rate listed as 6% plus $395 or more. Now, what is this? What does it mean? Well, agents call this a number of different things. They have different names for it, okay? Some of them, they're going to call this a processing fee, an administrative fee, an additional commission, a document storage fee. I'm here to tell you this is all nonsense. Nobody should be charging this. As real estate agents, we make a good amount of money if we're selling a number of homes. There is no way we should be hitting you up for an extra couple of $100 at your closing when you're already shelling out thousands to us to sell your home. Now, there's a lot of different thoughts on this. A lot of these fees are actually imposed upon agents by their brokerages. They have to pay it if they belong to like a really big firm, things like that. So, it's not always the agent's fault that this is happening, but I work for a brokerage that doesn't charge these fees, and I will never charge these fees personally because I believe in my ability to sell your house to get you the best price and to do some awesome things for you. So I don't need to hit you up for an extra $400, when I'm already taking a couple of grand at closing for the work that I've done for you. When I close a deal, I want my buyers and my sellers to be extremely happy. And I just think at the last minute, hitting them up for this last little cash grab is it's outrageous. I'm from New York. When I came down to Florida, it's the first time I actually saw these fees. We did not have these in the New York markets, so I was very confused about it. I work for an online brokerage, so I'm not in the office talking with other local agents, all day. I'm out selling houses and, meeting with people, which is great. But I kind of started to ask around about this. And when I started doing my first couple of deals down here, I was being told about them. And they were asking why I wasn't charging them. And it was like, oh, everybody pays it. They'll just, it's extra money for yourself, even if your brokerage doesn't charge it. And I was really, I was almost disgusted by the behavior of other agents when they suggested this. And I actually saw some of the agents representing the buyers that were buying the listings I was putting on the market. They were charging this fee to their buyers as well. So you imagine you're buying your first home, and all of a sudden at your closing table, you find out you owe your real estate agent who told you that the seller's paying their commission, that, all of a sudden you owe them $400 on top of all the other closing costs you're paying. I'm not a big fan of it. But anyway, there's a lot of myths associated with this. So let's take a look at those here. So first, we have myth number one, which says that we need to charge this fee to keep your records on file. Now, essentially what they're telling you is that the documentation from your real estate transaction, which basically only amounts to a couple of things that the brokerage is going to keep on file. Mainly, it's your contract and any addendum and disclosures that were associated with the sale. That's the paperwork they're going to keep on file. And their broker has to keep legible copies of this. That's true. But what is not true is that they need to charge, okay? Because the reality is that brokers are required to maintain legible records of all transactions for a period of 5 years. That is not like, hey, you don't pay this money, we're going to throw the contract out. The state of Florida requires them to keep all of this paperwork on file. If they don't keep it on file, they are legally liable. They could lose their license. They could face fines, even jail time. So it's very, very serious. They have to keep those records on file no matter what. So you shouldn't be paying them for their document storage. All right, let's move on to myth number two here. Myth number two, agents are required to pay this fee to their brokerages and could lose money selling lower priced homes. So what this is basically saying, I hear this a lot of time as well, if I'm selling a house for, $100,000 and there's a 3% commission for the buyer's agent, and that's $3,000, and I'm only on a 50-50 split with my brokerage, so the agent's only getting $1,500 out of this deal, okay? And I'm putting 100 hours into it. I'm making, I'm barely making minimum wage, and they have all these excuses for this, but like, you say to yourself, well, there's a lot of brokerages that offer better splits. You know, I mean, I've sold homes that are far under $100,000, and I've made money on every last one of them. I never felt like I was working too hard for a low-priced home. I don't care if you're looking to buy a $20,000 little tract of land to park a trailer on, or if you're looking to buy a $20 million mansion. It doesn't make a difference. I'm going to treat every transaction the same. So the idea that, on someone who's looking to purchase a less expensive home, they have to, pay this fee is just, I drives me nuts. Anyway, let's look at the reality here. Brokerages are the ones who charge this fee. Okay. However, there's a lot of brokerages that do not charge the admin fee, and they still offer competitive splits to their agents. I am with a brokerage called Real. We're a 100% online brokerage. We don't charge any of these fees. And as an agent, I will never charge one of these fees and pass it on to any of my sellers or my buyers. And I think that's really important. So when you're looking for an agent, that's something to consider. All right, myth number 3. Agents need to use this fee to pay support staff. There's actually some truth in this. Many agents use this fee to pay a transaction specialist to do all their paperwork. However, this paperwork is all automated, it's online, and it's extremely simple. Why aren't they doing this themselves? Well, the answer to this is that a lot of agents, a lot of people who have the most experience in real estate in this game that have been selling for 10, 15, 20, 25 years sometimes. Let's just be honest about it. They're older, they're not tech savvy, and they're not taking advantage of all the tools that we have now. Since I opened up my Florida business, I don't have a printer. I never print out a piece of paperwork. Everything is used cloud storage, automatic document signings, okay? The paperwork to do this couldn't be any easier. I'm able to use public record data to automatically fill in forms, and then I just have to check them over to make sure they're correct, as opposed to doing a bunch of research, transferring things, typing them out automatically. It takes me no longer than a half hour to draw up a contract. And you are going to work with an agent who can't even spend 20, 25, 30 minutes of their own time to draw up your paperwork when it couldn't be any simpler to do. And they're gonna pass this job off to somebody else and then charge you for it. I'm sorry, but with the type of money that we make as real estate agents, if we're gonna have support staff, we should be paying them ourselves. Or if we can't afford to pay them, we should be doing the work ourselves. And the truth of the matter is, everyone should be doing the work themselves, whether they can afford to or not, just so they know how it's done. Because the idea that you could be an agent and handling large home transactions and not know how to use dot loop or transaction desk and all the software that we use, and that our sellers and our customers and clients wind up using as well because they have to sign this paperwork. That to me is not providing the service that they should be getting. So, my little plug for myself is that if you do work with me, if you have me come and list your home, or if you're a buyer and you have me help you find a home, I will never charge these fees, okay? Whatever we agree upon as the commission of your final sale price is the amount that I get paid. That's it. End of story. And one great thing about working with me is that in addition to not having these fees, which is going to save you money, you're also going to know that I'm going to be doing a lot to go above and beyond. You've probably heard about the video listings that I do. That's a great place to find potential buyers for your property. So there's a lot on offer. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you're interested in selling your home in Tampa, definitely check out my free guide, Tampa Home Selling Secrets. It's got a lot of great information in there to help you out. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel, Tampa Real Estate Secrets. Once again, this has been Steve Dispensa. I will see you next time.